Hey Cassandra, it's that time of year once more, and you know exactly what that means, right?
Hi, Sharon. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry for asking, but I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Could you please explain it to me? I genuinely have no idea.
Hey, it's winter, which means it's time for some serious deep cleaning. Gotta make sure my house is shining and spotless before Christmas rolls in. You know what I'm saying? I'm super excited, Cassandra. This year is extra special because I've got my awesome daughter-in-law here to lend a hand with all the dirty chores. It's gonna be a cleaning extravaganza.
Oh, I see. So it's your usual practice to do a thorough cleaning for your house during this time of year? I apologize, but since I recently got married to Joseph, I might not be familiar with all the rules and customs in your house.
No worries. I'll make sure you catch on to the way things roll at my place in no time. Now, listen up. I don't want to say it twice. Get yourself over to my house ASAP. We've got a cleaning mission ahead, and we've only got one day to tackle it. So chop chop. Time is ticking, and we've got to hustle.
And could you please let me know what specific tasks I need to take care of, Sharon? You see, I'm still relatively new to all of this, so it would be really helpful if you could give me some more details and guidance.
I promise you, it's a total breeze. We just need to shovel some snow, vacuum and give those heating system vents a good cleaning. Oh, and let's not forget about sprucing up the fireplace and chimney. Plus, we gotta tackle the storage areas, dust and scrub all the surfaces, and the list goes on. You see, it's no biggie. Well, unless you're one of those couch potatoes who avoid breaking a sweat. But hey, I'm pretty sure you're not that kind of woman, right?
Just to clarify, are we expected to complete all these tasks in just one day? Please correct me if I'm mistaken.
You got it. Christmas is right around the bend. Can't you feel the excitement? If we don't hustle and wrap up these tasks quickly, we might not make it in time for the big day. Imagine celebrating such a significant event of the year in a stinky, messy, and chaotic house. It'll be terrible, right? Oh, by the way, here's a little tidbit. It's not a team effort. You'll be taking care of all these chores solo. So, did I make myself clear?
Wait, hold on a second. Did I understand correctly? Am I the only one responsible for handling all these tasks?
Yep, you've got it right. You know, I'm not as young as I used to be. My 80s has faltered, and even getting around can be a real challenge sometimes. It'd be a crime to expect someone like me, who has weathered the tides of time with such arduous household tasks. Don't you agree?
But, Sharon, can we perhaps split the workload and tackle it over a couple of days? I feel like trying to complete all of these tasks in just one day could be overwhelming and tiring.
Quit with the theatrics already. It's really not as terrible as you're making it out to be if you use your brain for a second. It's mind-boggling how my son ended up with a lazy sloth like you as a wife. You've barely been married to my son for any amount of time, and you're already trying to dodge your duties as a wife and daughter-in-law. So tell me, how can I relax and trust that a lazy woman like you will take care of my son? Honestly, Joseph deserves someone far better than you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across that way. I simply had concerns about taking on all those tasks in just one day, considering the strain it might put on my body. Please understand that I never had any intention of shirking my responsibilities or avoiding them.
Oh, please. Is your body made of cotton candy or what? You did marry my son, in case you conveniently forgot. And naturally, it's your duty to cater to my every whim as your esteemed mother-in-law. Consider it a done deal. Oh, and don't you dare forget to come over to my house ASAP and kick off our little cleaning campaign. Chop chop.
All right. Got it.
Oh, great. Since you're already heading out, I've got another fabulous request for you. How about you do me a favor and grab a few things from the grocery store? I'll generously send you the list, so you better be ready to serve. And here's the cherry on top. You're paying for everything. Yep, I expect you to dig into your own wallet and cover the expenses. Let's make it crystal clear. There's no chance in hell I'll let my precious son spend a single penny, so don't you even dare suggest otherwise. Capiche? I hope I've made myself perfectly clear, you gullible soul.
But Sharon, I can't help but feel like it's a bit unfair for me to pay for all of these things, don't you think?
Oh, come on. Stop complaining and just play the part of a good daughter-in-law. I know my son will be so thrilled to have a wife who knows her place and obeys without question. Hey, Cassandra. Thanks to your efforts, my house is now cleaner than ever. It's practically spotless. Well, except for the kitchen, which could still use a bit more cleaning. But all in all, not too shabby. I'll give you a solid 8 out of 10 for your hard work. Look at me being all generous and whatnot, huh?
Hey Sharon, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Honestly, it was a bit of a struggle to get everything done in just one day. But thankfully, I pulled through and managed to finish it all in the end. Phew!
You're such an awesome daughter-in-law, Cassandra. Consider this your official passing of my first test. Now that we're done with the not-so-fun cleaning stuff, let's move on to the exciting part. Decorating! Are you feeling as pumped as I am right now? It's gonna be a blast!
Oh, decorating? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Decorating is hands down the most enjoyable part of getting ready for Christmas. Don't you agree? It's where the magic happens. And, as per tradition, I'll send you a shopping list of things to buy. And you'll be in charge of making it happen, all right? Let's make this holiday season extra special.
But, is the list going to be as long as the last one you gave me? I just want to know what I'm getting myself into, Sharon.
Oh, you bet! This time, the list is not just long, it's actually twice as lengthy as the last one I gave you. It's Christmas after all, and we've got to go all out to make it truly special. Let's be real here. It would be pretty embarrassing if my house isn't as fancy as the neighbors, don't you think? I can already picture them looking down on me, gossiping, and saying all sorts of nasty things behind my back. We wouldn't want your poor mother-in-law to be the target of their bullying, now would we? So let's make sure we nail the decorations and show them who's the boss.
Well, I understand the importance of making it look great, but don't you think it's a bit excessive? I mean, buying everything on the list you just sent me could easily cost a couple $1,000s.
Of course, it has to be excessive. It's Christmas, the event we've been eagerly waiting for all year long. It's the time to go big and make it memorable. What about it? Do you have a problem with the costs involved?
Oh, Sharon, that is quite a significant amount of money. Honestly, I don't think our entire family's Christmas preparations would even come close to costing half of what it would take to buy all of the items on the list you just sent me. It's just hard to imagine spending that much.
You have a job and make money, right? Well, aren't you just living the high life? Meanwhile, I've already retired and my measly pension barely covers the bare minimum, let alone anything enjoyable. So, obviously, it's only fair that you step up and foot the bill for all the Christmas decorations. It's your sacred duty as a daughter-in-law to be at my beck and call, fulfilling my every whim and desire. That's just how it's always been since the dawn of time. Don't you dare forget it.
But if I'm not mistaken, Joseph still sends you $2,000 every month, doesn't he? Considering that you live alone, your expenses shouldn't be too high. I believe that with a monthly income of $2,000, you can lead a fairly comfortable life.
You just don't get it, do you? It's not about the me and my own needs. I'm also living for others. I'm constantly involved in charity work and regularly contribute my hard-earned money to various organizations. Sure, you might find reasons to complain, but that's just the way I am, you know? I've got a big heart, and I'm always driven to help people out as much as I can.
Okay, I completely understand. It's truly wonderful to see how much you care about the well-being of those around you.
That's the spirit, so it's a done deal. You'll take care of buying the Christmas decorations and shipping them to my place, and then we'll figure out how to jazz up my house. Sounds good?
Oh, right. Got it.
Awesome. I can always rely on you to get things done. Seriously, you're like the most amazing daughter-in-law I've ever had. Oh, by the way, there's something else I need to mention. It's about that Christmas dinner guest list I asked you to help me put together the other day.
Yes? What about it? Something wrong?
Well, no worries. You've got all the important names covered, so that's great. But I just gotta ask, why is your name on the list?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Shouldn't I be invited too?
What are you even saying? Don't you understand the whole point of Christmas? It's all about family coming together and spending quality time with each other. Family is the magic word here. Can't you see that?
Sorry, but I'm still a bit lost here. Can you please break it down a bit more so I can grasp what you're trying to say?
Oh, sorry. Is that the only thing you're capable of? Let me break it down for you once and for all. You're just a nobody, an outsider, who doesn't even share our blood, so technically, we're still strangers. Now, how dare you have the audacity to write your ugly name on the guest list? Do you seriously think that helping me clean and decorate the house automatically makes you a part of my family? Dream on.
But Sharon, I did marry your son, didn't I? And you've always referred to yourself as my mother-in-law. So I can't see any valid reason why I should be excluded from the Christmas dinner. It just doesn't seem fair to me. Don't you think?
Oh, come on. Don't make me laugh. Why do you think you deserve fair treatment? The only reason I've been nice to you so far is because you're married to my son, plain and simple. Besides that, I don't see any reasons why I should consider you part of my family or anything like that.
Oh, okay. I see.
All right then, great. So I can gather that we're on the same page about this, right? Now, just make sure you know your place and stay at home. Got it? Don't let me catch a glimpse of your face on Christmas Day, all right?
Joseph, where are you? There's something we need to talk about.
Hey, stop texting and calling my son. What's wrong with you? Don't you have any manners at all?
Wait, what? Sharon, do you have Joseph's phone or something?
Yeah, and what of it? I can't believe you keep bothering my son like this. Can't you see he's peacefully sleeping like an angel? For crying out loud.
Sleeping? Where is he right now? Don't tell me that. He's actually sleeping at your place?
Yep, that's right. My boy is peacefully snoozing away at my house as we speak. It's quite nostalgic to see Joseph sleeping on my bed, bringing back so many memories. It takes me back to the days when Joseph was just a little kid, you know? If I could make one wish, it would be for him to never grow up and always remain Mommy's little boy.
I'm a bit confused. Could you please tell me why Joseph is currently sleeping at your house?
Oh, that's so surprising about that. He's been coming over and crashing at my place for months now.
But he told me that he went to his friend's house. Was it a lie?
Tell me, what do you need my son for?
Well, I just wanted to let him know to pick up some bacon on his way back home.
Are you serious? Why do you make my son buy bacon all the time? Isn't it your job as a wife to handle these things? It feels like you're taking advantage of him Oh my gosh, I just realized why he's always looks so tired and hungry whenever I see him. You probably hardly feed him anything while making him run errands for you non-stop. You're such a terrible wife.
I had no idea that buying bacon would become such a major issue. But let's not dwell on that. Can you please explain why Joseph has been staying at your place for months and not working?
You say you're Joseph's wife, but how could you not have a clue about what's going on with him? He actually quit his job, so he's been staying at my place for quite a while now.
What? Joseph already quit his job? How is it even possible?
What's so hard for you to comprehend? Little Joseph has been constantly whining about how stressed he is, especially since he got stuck with you. That's why he made the brilliant decision to quit his job and prioritize spending time with me instead.
But he never mentioned anything like that to me. I swear he didn't say a single word about quitting his job or anything like that.
Well, maybe you just aren't trustworthy enough for Joseph. That's why he decided to keep it a secret from you. I've already told you, to us, you're still an outsider, a complete stranger. If you had realized that earlier, you wouldn't be so surprised right now.
So, could you please wake him up so I can talk to him? He needs to explain everything to me.
What's there to talk about? I've already spilled all the beans. So, shut your filthy mouth and let my son enjoy his beauty sleep, okay? Honestly, you're such a nuisance. It's no wonder Joseph has completely lost interest in you. Just admit it, you've failed miserably as a wife. So it's up to me, your dear mother-in-law, to step in and set things straight. Don't fret, I'll take excellent care of your husband on your behalf. After all, he's my son.
Oh, okay. I see. So, could you please ask him to give me a call once he's awake?
All right. I'll make sure to remind him to give you a call once he finally decides to wake up from his sleep. You're such a nag. It's truly unbearable. I can only imagine how dreadful it must be to live with you. Maybe I should suggest to him that he packs his bags and moves in with me instead, so he doesn't waste his life away with a terrible wife like you. Hey Cassandra, I've been waiting for you forever. Why haven't you come over to my place yet?
Huh? Sharon? What are you talking about? Am I supposed to be at your house right now?
Of course you are. Are you trying to dodge your responsibilities as a daughter-in-law or something?
No. I didn't mean to do that. But is there something specific you need me to do?
Oh, so you're still asking me that dumb question. Do you even have a clue what day it is today? It's Christmas, and I have a bunch of guests coming to my place for dinner. If you were actually a decent daughter-in-law, you would have been here earlier to prepare the meal for everyone.
I'm sorry, but there might be some kind of misunderstanding here. Didn't Joseph fill you in on anything?
There's no room for misunderstandings here. As my daughter-in-law, it's obviously your responsibility to assist me in preparing for Christmas dinner. Is your brain made of jelly or something? It's common knowledge that helping your mother-in-law is one of the basic manners that all daughters-in-law out there should be well aware of.
But do you remember something? The last time we spoke, you explicitly told me not to come to your house or be part of the Christmas dinner with your family. So, why are you suddenly asking me to go there now and help with the meal? Honestly, it doesn't really make sense to me. Besides, Joseph and I...
What a brainless daughter-in-law you are. I explicitly told you not to join the meal, but that doesn't mean you can just sit around at home doing nothing while your mother-in-law slaves away in the kitchen. Enough talk, Cassandra. Get your lazy butt here right now and start cooking the Christmas dinner for me. Otherwise, we'll end up running late and keeping everyone waiting. I don't accept no as an answer. Do you understand me? Loud and clear.
All right. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be there.
By the way, it's Christmas today. So don't forget, I'll still expect you to bring me a gift when you come over to my place. Got it?
Sure thing. I've got the perfect gift for you and Joseph. So don't you worry about that. I promise you, these gifts will be unforgettable for you both. Remember, it was you who invited me to your house. So don't have any regrets later, all right?
Cassandra, You better start explaining right now. What the hell just happened at my house? You single-handedly destroyed the entire atmosphere for everyone. And trust me, they're not happy about it.
Oh, I thought you would be thrilled with the gift I gave you. It couldn't have been more perfect, could it?
You've truly lost your mind, you insane witch. Why the hell didn't you inform me that you had already divorced my son? Why on earth did you still have the audacity to show up at my Christmas dinner in my house, knowing full well that you and my son are no longer married? Do you have any ounce of shame left in you?
Well, it was you who insisted that I come to your house to prepare the meal and bring a gift, right? I simply did what you asked of me. So what's there to complain about?
You're absolutely insane. Do you even comprehend the magnitude of what you've done? You've utterly tarnished mine and my son's reputation and image in the eyes of everyone. Now, we're too afraid to even face our friends and family because you're all gossiping about us.
Actually, it's quite a clever gift, don't you think? It didn't cost me a penny, yet it revealed the true colors of both you and Joseph to everyone. Pretty smart move, huh?
You deceived me. You intentionally planted that ridiculous recording inside the stuffed animal you gifted me. And what a coincidence, my nephew happened to pick it up and pull the string, triggering the playback.
Haha, you got it. And I'm sure you still remember what's in that recording, don't you? It's the recording of our conversations, where both you and Joseph revealed your true colors. Joseph, the ultimate mama's boy, and you, the monster-in-law who's envious of her son being taken away, going to extreme lengths to torment and inflict suffering upon your daughter-in-law. Am I hitting the nail on the head with that assessment?
You're out of your mind. This is absolute madness. How dare you set up such a horrendous trap? I'm much older than you. Not to mention, I'm your mother-in-law. That's nothing but pure disrespect, and you damn well know it.
It's honestly gross how you go around boasting about stealing your son away from me and treating him like a little kid. And let's not forget about Joseph and his unbearable, holier-than-thou attitude. Always taking your side no matter what I say about how you treated me. Well, congrats to you both. You're a match made in heaven, and you truly deserve each other.
What in the world are you blabbering about? Get your sorry butt back here immediately and let your dear mother-in-law give you a proper lesson. You are one audacious woman, I must say. If your parents couldn't raise you to be a decent human being, then let me take on the task of teaching you how to become one.
And pray tell, how do you plan on teaching me these oh-so-valuable lessons, my dear ex-mother-in-law? Are you aiming for a repeat of that unforgettable incident at your house? You know, the one where you ripped my dress and attempted to attack me? Man, it was pure chaos. You went absolutely bonkers, snatching the stuffed animal away and making your poor nephew burst into tears. If it weren't for others intervening, I'm sure you would have devoured me alive. Huh?
You wicked witch. So you were just putting on a charade? Acting all feeble and innocent in front of everyone, huh? Don't you even think about messing with me. I may be your mother-in-law, but I'll make sure you experience a level of suffering you've never even imagined. I'll teach you a lesson that will haunt you for the rest of your days.
Hey, didn't you get the memo? I already divorced your son, which means you're no longer my mother-in-law. So please spare me those lessons of yours because I definitely don't need them. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, you better cough up the cash and reimburse me for the dress you ruined. And let's not forget about the emotional trauma you put me through. I expect compensation for that too. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to involve the police. And I have a feeling you won't be too thrilled about that, right?
What? Now you're resorting to threats? This is absolutely crossing the line.
Oops! How could I almost forget? Better prepare yourself to take your precious son back to your own house, because he's about to get his rear end kicked out of mine.
And now you have the audacity to kick your own husband out? How dare you?
Oh, you love your son so much, don't you? Well, I figured you'd be absolutely thrilled to have him back, no?
Well, I only agreed to let him stay at my place temporarily, not indefinitely. You do realize I don't have a job, right? And to top it off, Joseph just quit his job too. So how on earth are we supposed to make ends meet if neither of us is bringing in any income?
Isn't it just a matter of finding a job? Come on, get up and get one already. Or are you just too lazy to bother? Anyway, I've got better things to do, like enjoying Christmas. Good luck handling all those issues and dealing with your jobless son.
What? No way. Please, Cassandra, don't leave. Take my son back. I don't want him anymore. You can keep him. You can marry him again. Please, Cassandra?
When I threatened to involve the police, Sharon got really scared. She had no choice but to agree to the amount of money I demanded as compensation for ruining my dress and all the unnecessary expenses she forced me to incur while I was still her daughter-in-law. After repaying me, Sharon practically depleted her savings. Worried about managing daily expenses, she started pressuring Joseph to find a job. But that mama's boy, Joseph, was too lazy and reliant on his mom. He came up with every excuse in the book to avoid getting employed. Frustrated with Joseph's procrastination and his lack of contribution to household chores, Sharon eventually had to kick him out of her place. I heard through the grapevine that he ended up in a homeless shelter, but I'm not sure if he's accepted his situation and found work yet. As for me, I've moved on from my failed marriage. From now on, I'll focus on myself, my career, and surround myself with people who genuinely love and value me.